All right, so keep watching because I'm going to teach you the most intelligent way that you can live in this world. But first, intro. Welcome to the Happy Jiva channel, where we bring to you knowledge, guidance, tips, and inspiration from India's vast culture of spiritual knowledge. Now, if you really want to get the most out of this video, then I recommend that you first spend several minutes to watch another video that I made previously on why good karma is bad. And that's going to give you the proper context to be able to appreciate this video better. But I can summarize. So here is the simple formula. When you perform a material activity, otherwise known as karma, you get a material result. Good material activities or good karma give you a materially good result, and bad material activities or bad karma give you a materially bad result. Now, there's two types of reactions or results to your good and bad activities. The first result is an immediate reaction, and the second result is a delayed reaction. If you don't experience the delayed reaction in your present lifetime, then you're gonna have to come back again, take birth in another material body just to experience that delayed reaction. In this way, your material activities and desires get you stuck in the repeated cycle of birth and death in different bodies and in different species. This is not good. The way that you can break through this cycle is to stop performing materially good and bad karmic activities altogether and perform akarmic activities instead. Akarmic activities are activities for which you don't generate a material result. Because you're not generating material reactions to your activities, your karmic bank balance, or in other words, the stock of materially good and bad reactions that you're supposed to experience, decreases over your lifetime. When your karmic bank balance reaches zero, then you don't have to take birth in another material body because you have no materially good or bad reactions to experience. Now, I'm going to explain the concept of akarma in terms of what I feel is a really nice analogy. Now, I want you to meet Jimmy. Jimmy's a simple young farm boy. He works on his father's farm to help milk the cows and all that, and nobody really knows too much about him. Now, one fine day, as it might happen in today's world, Jimmy's country ends up declaring war on another country, and Jimmy gets conscripted into the army. Now, being naturally talented and skilled, Jimmy becomes an outstanding soldier and ends up killing many soldiers on the enemy side and gets loads of prizes and medals when he returns back to his home country. The once simple farm boy becomes a national hero. Now, a few weeks later, back in his hometown, Jimmy goes out for a walk one day, maybe to buy a bottle of milk or something, and ends up getting into a scuffle with another guy. Jimmy loses his temper, he throws a punch and accidentally ends up killing the other guy, for which he gets taken to court, charged, and put behind bars. Now, let's analyze this. On the one hand, Jimmy killed so many soldiers while fighting the war and was not punished. But on the other hand, when he came back home and accidentally killed one other person, he was thrown into prison. Why? The idea is that when Jimmy was perfectly acting under someone else's instructions, which in this case was his authorities in the army or the government, he wasn't held directly responsible for the results of his bad actions, which in this case was killing people. However, when he came back home and took matters into his own hands and was acting for himself, he was fully held accountable by the court for the results of his actions. Now, the concept of karma works in a similar way. When you live your life in this world under the misconception that you are your physical body and that you're going to enjoy the results of your work just for yourself and maybe your close family and friends, you're actually accruing karmic reactions that you're going to have to experience in the future. One of the fundamental educational principles of this physical manifestation, this world around us, is to gradually make you realize, and it can take loads of lifetimes, that your identity is not this material body, it's not your mind, it's something non-material, and therefore you're not going to actually be satisfied by looking for happiness within matter. If you instead engineer your lifestyle and live according to established spiritual truths, spiritual principles, beginning with I am not the body, I am the soul inside, then because you're living in harmony with the lesson that this material energy is trying to teach you, you actually stop accruing material reactions for your activities. This is called Akarma. Now, I'm not talking about following ritualistic rules and regulations which are put forth by the world's sectarian religions, because more often than not, these rituals are based on the bodily concept of life, where you can be more materially prosperous by worshiping God. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about living your life according to universal, fundamental truths, which are unaffected by time, place, and circumstance. And you will find these core principles hidden within yoga's vast corpus of spiritual texts, which define this natural lifestyle of the soul as Bhakti Yoga. So this Akarmic lifestyle is what I try to live and also inspire others to do as well. And I want you to think deeply about what you've just heard in this video. And if you have any questions about how you can apply this wisdom in your life, then go ahead and send us an email or drop a comment below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.